Leil HaSeder is tomorrow night. We have just a few hours ahead of us to make it count, to make it unforgettable, to make it the most amazing night for our children. And today I want to share with you two ideas, two very important ideas to celebrate the Seder with more meaning, with more depth, with more joy. And they both rotate around the Midda of Savlanut. Savlanut is the Midda of the month of Nisan. We chose to take the 13 characters of Rabbi Israel Salanter, and one Midda per month. The month of Nisan will be about Savlanut. Savlanut means patience. And today I want to share with you that we have two types of patience. One that is a bad patience, and the other one that is a very necessary patience. So let's start with the first one. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Moshe Rabbeinu, tell the Jewish people that it's time to go, we all know that it took 4 steps for Yetziat Mitzrayim to happen. And we call those 4 steps the Arba Leshonot of Geula, the 4 languages of redemption. Vehotzeti, vehitzalti, vega'alti, velakachti. And I want to talk about the first one. Vehotzeti. Hashem does not say, I will take you out of Egypt. He doesn't say Yetziat Mitzrayim. The pasuk actually says, Vehotzeti etchem mitachat sivlot Mitzrayim. I will take the Jewish people out of Sivlot. What is Sivlot? The burden. But Sivlot also comes from the word Sevel. Sevel is exactly the same root word than Savlanut. Why is that? Ma HaKesher. The Sfat Emet says something very, very interesting. He explains that in order for us to really experience, to really enjoy what we call Yetziat Mitzrayim, we need to understand what's on the other side. A slave who has never experienced Herut, freedom, cannot even want to be free, because he's not going to know what it means not to be a slave. And there are so many examples on a daily basis, going from the worm that we have in the maror as we remember slavery. That worm does not know the taste of the strawberry, because if he knew the taste of the strawberry, he would never be stuck in the bitter leaf of maror. Therefore, we need to understand that Mitzrayim is unbearable. And Hashem says to Moshe Rabbeinu, Vehotzeti etchem mitachat sivlot Mitzrayim. We have to find a way to let the Jews taste what freedom really is, in order for them to desire, to want, to hope, to wish, and to pray for the real Geula. And that goes for ourselves as well. We are in our galut, we are in our own exile, and sometimes we can get lost. Most of us may not have any idea what Geula feels like. Days of a better world, no more disease, no more issues with shidduchim, no more issues of shalom bayit, no more issues with children, no more issues with finding parnasah. No issues. That's the world of Geula. This is why we need to really think about that. And on the night of Pesach, when we are leaning on the left side, when we are eating the matzah, when we talk about freedom, when we dress like kings and princes, we remember, or we realize, what we hope for. It's not just about living the past, understanding what happened, but it's most importantly to really feel, I cannot stay in this galut anymore. Vehotzeti etchem mitachat sivlot Mitzrayim. And that is a type of patience that we should not have. Let's not be patient with galut. Let's tell Borei Olam, enough, die. We don't want to stay here anymore. We want to get out. From America, from Europe, from Australia, from any place, there is no place that's comfortable, because we want you, because we want Mashiach. And that is a Savlanut that we need to not have, to not be patient with galut. And the second Savlanut, I think you know it all. That is a Savlanut that we need to have with our children. The Savlanut that we need to have with the fact that our families are all gathered together. And it's not smooth. It's not always easy. It's not always peaceful. And how important it is to make sure not to fight, not to get upset, not to scream, not to criticize, not to have a negative lashon, not to have a negative speech on the night of the Seder. We need to have Savlanut. We need to make sure to have the good patience with ourselves, with our spouses, with our parents, and of course, with our children. They need all our attention, but most importantly, they need our patience. And on this, I want to wish you all an amazing, memorable night of the Seder Pesach. May we be Bezrat Hashem Zoche לאכול מן הזבחים ומן הפסחים in Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh, with the Korban Pesach, all united and gathered with Mashiach Tzidkenu, Amen, כן יהי רצון. תזכו לשנים רבות, נעימות וטובות, and Shabbat Shalom Borach.